Hello Professor, my name is DhruveshPatelAssign4. Today I am going to discuss about the assignment 4, which is based on the digital algorithm. So basically the assignment track the traceability metrics or traceability graphs using the digital algorithm. So in the whole program, the digital algorithm generate the graph from the data of the graph is provided by the covid.txt file. In that file you can see there is a data. The first column, the first column says the person's id, the second column says the number of contact of the person id, and the remaining all the columns says the direct contact and the weight of that person id. So let's first understand the output, how the code runs, and then we go for the coding part. So let's run the code. So as you can see on the screen, it's asked for select the population data set, enter 1 for the RAM region, enter 2 for Pale region, enter 3 for York region, enter 4 for uh, enter 4 or higher for the greater Toronto area. So let's go with the 4. So now he asks for, it's asked for the total number of people to trace or track. It must be an integer between 2 to 1000 or enter 0 to n. Let's say we populate the 100 record. So what the program do, it's generate the 100 person id. Then for individual person, it generate the number of the person contacted directly with another person id, and after that it generate the person id who directly contact with the particular person id. So let's go with the code, or go with the output so we can easily understand. So when I put the 100 and press the enter, so it generate the COVID file of the 100 record. And as you can see, the first column is the person id, the second column is the number of direct contact, and the third column is id of the people contacted directly. So let's say for the first person id, the number 1, he or she directly contact with another 4 person, and that 4 person has id 44, 51, 68, 78 and 90 respectively. So that's all. It populate the data from the file, and then it's asked for the source id from the user between 1 to 100, because 100 is the maximum limit for our data, right, for this run. So I'll go with 93 is a source id, and let's say 8 is a destination id. So you can see 93 to 35 to 79 and 8. So contact trace to person id 93 to person 8. So let's check is correct or not. Let's go for the 93. So 93 connect with the 35. Yeah, now go with 35 that contacted with 79. So here is a 35 that contact with 79. Yes, and then from the 79 is contacted with 8. So the 79 contact with 8. Yeah, here you go. So you can find the direct connection. Now then is asked for the next query. So if you want to check for the another pair of the person, you have to press 1. If you change the population set, you have to press 2, and for exit you have to press 0. Let's go with the another person pair. So I enter 1. Okay, now it's asked for the person id between 1 to 100. So now I have to check there is no connection or something. So let's say 90 has no connection, right? So I'll put 90 as a source id, and destination id I put whatever, because there is no source. So it says the target person has have do not the target person do not have a direct or indirect contact with source person id 90. So let's say 2. So as you see, the target person ID 2 has not been in direct or indirect contact with the source person ID 90. So now ask for the another population or another pair of the person or the exit. I'll go with the another population. Let's say 2. So it asks for the whole thing again. So I'll go with 2 bill region, number of record, let's say 35 only. So it's generated the 35 record, then the person ID 35 and then 1. So there is a connection 35 to 13, 13 to 19 and 19 to 1. We quickly check it. 35 to 13, 13 to 19 and 19 to 1. Yeah, we got it. Now for exit we press 0. Right, so we're done with the code, the output. Now let's understand how the code works. So this is the header file that contains the header definition. So these are all the Dijkstra logic that you provide us as a basis, and these are the file that I generated. I also do some changes in the Dijkstra code that I explain here, and these are all the global variable declaration. Now we go for first the tester file. In the tester file, I'll just call the main operation function. The main operation function is in the menu operation.c file. Here you can see there is a menu option. It's drive the output of it drew the menu for the output. So here is ask for the particular choice, then after the choice is write to file function, generate the random data, and then that random data is directly stored into the file. This is in the random write file. So here is generate the total number of vertices. So is write the total number of vertices over there. After that is generate the number of child. As I said, the maximum is. So maximum number of child I'll set is a 5. So is generate the number of child for the particular person ID, and the maximum child is 5. Then after is generate the child ID, and then it's directly write the data into the file. So that's how the covid.txt file is populated. You can see, and it's always updated within the latest populated set. After that, in the menu, when we go back to the menu option, is generate the graph by using the covid.txt file. Is open the file, read everything from the file one by one, and then build a graph. That's the logic of the Dijkstra code that you provide us. But in a print graph, I do some changes. So let's go with I'll show you the change that I made. Okay, so in a Dijkstra file, where is the print graph? Okay, sorry for that. Come on. Oh, sorry. The print graph is in a print graph file. That was my fault. Here I'll just change the layout of the file is so that we can display like this format. Before is totally different. So I'll just change the whole displaying concept here. Then after, when we go back to menu option, is call the getting endpoints ID. So it's on the same file down here. Is just get the source and destination file. After getting the both file, is check the source is not same as the destination. If same, it's re-enter. Is ask for re-enter the source. Destination data. After both is works, is come back to the main operation, and then is generate a tracing contact graph. The tracing contact is another file generated by me. In that is just call the Dijkstra algorithm that the algorithm just find there is a path between source and destination file, and then it's print the message according to the result. So we go with the Dijkstra logic. I'll just change a little bit, not in the Dijkstra function, but in the Dijkstra it's call another function print cost path and the follow path. In the cost path there is no changes, sorry, there is one changes. I instead of individual node, I just put the destination node and I remove the loop. In the follow path I just change the printing criteria and the initial loop. So that's how the code is works. Thank you.